What's going on, good people? This is the Bottom of the Bottle podcast. I am your host, Jay Walker the Third. This is my co-host, Carolina Dirt. What's going on with you, brother?
Ain't nothing. What's going on with you? What's going on with you? Trying to get this on this Thursday popping.
Yeah, man, ain't nothing to it but something to do. You know what I'm saying? We out here. As always, we're gonna start this thing off with a first call.
Yeah. Let me pour my drink.
I got my drink in a cup today. Same old whiskey, same old bottle. I'm almost done with it. We'll see if we finish it by the end of the show.
Yeah, I had a glass of wine that I was sipping on while we was waiting for the countdown. I got my shot. You ready?
All right, first call. This first call is for you, brother. Let me get my shot glass together. Going up. Shots up.
Shots up.
Cutlass 442 or Grand National?
Oh, that Grand National. I mean, G body, of course. I take that Grand National, that V6 turbo. I take that. I take that.
That 442 tough, man.
It is. It is.
We gonna show our age on a couple of these. Field Mob or Young Bloods?
Damn, that's a feeling call. That I have to say Field Mob because that touched all aspects of music. But Young Bloods is deep down. It's in me.
Yeah. That's a certain feeling. It's a certain energy that come along with that Young Blood shit. Pizza or burgers?
Pizza. I'm a pizza fanatic, bro. That's the easy one for me.
I love pizza, but I'm getting old. That should be right here in my throat and in my chest at like 2:13 a.m. That should be hell, bo.
Yeah, but what you put me on that I be on also is that thin crust. Like I eat the regular hand tossed pizza, but I'm on that thin crust.
Yeah, well, somebody in there got so Young Bloods versus Field Mob. What you think? Put in the chat what you think.
Yeah, bud.
Neo from the Matrix or John Wick?
John Wick. John Wick is resourceful. He don't have to believe in himself. Neo has to believe in himself to do his damage.
Yeah, but he believed though.
Yeah, he believed. He's the one. He's the one.
I'm about to say he jumped inside of a motherfucker, cuz. Like, ain't too many people can jump inside of a motherfucker.
John Wick, the boogeyman.
John Wick is the boogeyman.
John Wick killed somebody with a pencil.
Yeah. See, somebody in there say Neo, cuz.
Neo was a bad man. Neo had that. He had that Last Dragon glow, but I don't know.
Final question. You get your choice of a vehicle. You get to drive it as fast as it can go. What you driving?
Damn, a regular car, like
anything you can think of, cuz you know shit.
I ain't gonna lie. I got this partner. I ain't gonna say no names. People in the comment section, if you know who it is, just don't say his name. My man about to get a 720 McLaren.
Yeah.
I think if I can put my hands on something, I think that's something I would want to test.
A supercar.
A supercar. I might want to test that McLaren.
I gotta go old school. I gotta go with like an SS Chevelle, man. I'm 6'2". I'm 300 plus. I can't get in no supercar. You feel me? Oh, now that Ford Galaxy might be a motherfucker. That's the 500. That might be a motherfucker.
All right, so that was first call with Jay Walker. We about to switch it up. Now I'm gonna do first call for Jay Walker. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a crab boil or Pop's gumbo.
It's the crab boil. It's everything that come along with a Charleston low boil. Is everything that we missed all of 2020 and half of 2021 dealing with this fucking virus. So the reason why it's the Low Country Boil is because you put everything in the pot. Everything go in the pot like a family, cuz some of that shit don't seem like it's supposed to be in there, but it's
That's
in
like
there
the
anyway.
gumbo though. I mean, the gumbo the same way.
The gumbo the same way, but you know, that feel like a New Orleans thing. Like that's their own thing. This is near and dear to my heart. So in a crab boil that like my pops do, you got Roger Wood sausages, you got red skin potatoes, you got corn on the cob, you got your crab legs, you got your shrimp, you got scallops, you got mushrooms, you got broccoli, you got cauliflower.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know about that cauliflower.
Man, because look, you got to introduce vegetables into your diet. Cause like, I mean, they should be there. They should be there. So the moment that shit gets poured out on the table and everybody sit down and we commune, you feel me? Pass me that beer. Let me get them napkins. Hey, bro, you moving the butter too far. There's some more butter over there. Like everything that come along with negotiating a meal with your family. No plates, no utensils. Just go for it. And I just feel like that's one of the best things to come out of the Geechee bloodline is that old tradition of being a family together in one spot. You feel me?
I agree. And the best thing, like, I don't like going to restaurants eating a crab boil. Like, I want to eat that. Like, Pops got his signature, and I don't want to be able to get down and get dirty with it. I want to have Old Bay under my fingernails, you know, in the bed, crab. I want to bust that thing down. All right,
for sure.
We're gonna go. Slow cooked lima beans and rice with some ham hocks or ham in it. Or pork and beans and rice. We're gonna go pork and beans and rice with sausage in it.
Oh man, that's almost the same. That's almost the same thing. But I don't know, cuz when mom put them beans on with them hocks in it, man, and a little bit of black pepper, a little bit of rice, you don't really need nothing else, cuz. Like you eating a bowl of that. Pork and beans, I feel you. You know what I'm saying? Pork and beans that's the original struggle meal that actually feel like a meal that costs money to make. If you take the time to prepare it well, you would not get any more fulfillment from anything other than pork and beans, sausage, and rice, cuz.
Yeah. DJ Kryptonite, what's up? He said pork and beans. He said the pork and beans.
Yeah, man. Crip, we need you back on, man. We need you to do one of the mixes again, brother.
Most definitely. All right, we gonna go. Man,
we about to say crazy. I can feel it.
We gonna go. We not going music. We talking about just longevity, like to the culture.
Okay.
Scarface or Too Short?
Woo! It gotta be Short.
Short don't get enough credit.
It gotta be Short. I ain't gonna lie, like Short, the rapper, don't do a whole lot for me, but what's my favorite word? You know what I'm talking about? Hey, man, look. You can act like, you got a problem with that. Even the ladies, bitch, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have that. And then Oakland, California swag, Bay Area swag is very, very close to a Southern swag. You feel me? So I fuck with all them boys, man. But I'm gonna go Too Short on that one. This number 4.
So give me a freestyle battle. Give me one from up north and one from down south. An iconic battle. Like something you really want to see. We're gonna go 3 rounds, minute and a half apiece.
Freestyle.
I mean, if you want to go written, you can go written. Either or, who you want to see. 3 rounds, written or freestyle, don't matter. Basically, they come together. It's 2 mics, and they stand in front of each other. Whether it's written, because young people don't understand the freestyle term, so we'll just say either or.
I'll go Reggie Noble, and I'll go 3 stacks, cuz. 3 stacks. Anybody that's rapping off the top of the dome and gonna make it like you gonna get past 8 bars with no mistakes. Yeah. You know what? Let me get that. Let's go Black Thought 3 stacks.
Wow. So Philly and Atlanta.
Philly and Atlanta.
All right. That was first call. 5 for jaywalking, 5 for Carolina Dirt. Let's rock out.
Yeah, man. Well, ain't nothing to it, man. So I guess the latest thing that I saw, man, is you got the Knicks back in the playoffs. You got Trae Young out here acting real light skinned, serving these boys up. But I don't want to talk about that, man. Somebody spit on this man while he was out there doing his job. They already said that the person got banned from the arena and all of that shit. But that's a well-whooped ass that didn't happen. You feel me?
Well-whooped ass.
Bro, don't you spit on me, man.
Yeah, that's like a solid, like that shit come from here. That shit come from here, and it come out and it's projected in a velocity. Velocity is speed plus what is it? Speed plus, it's not distance, but direction. Like,
right.
That shit came out his mouth purposely in a certain direction onto another person.
Yeah, man. I don't know what possesses people here lately. People have been as disrespectful as they could possibly be, man. If you spit on me, cuz we about to get dirty. That's what I need you to understand. So, if you don't have no problem with that, I get it. But we gonna get dirty. You feel me?
I just would make you, all right, so we'll go this. What's more disrespectful? Somebody to slap you or somebody to spit on you? Like just walk up to you and slap you. No, scratch that. Scratch that. We're gonna take it back old school. We're gonna take it back old school. People in the comment section. Either or. What's more disrespectful? Getting mushed or getting slapped?
They both the same amount of disrespectful, cuz. They don't put your fucking hands on me. Don't put your hands on me at all. But if you put your hands anywhere near my face and you ain't my lady, I might do some unorthodox shit. See, the thing that people don't understand is I'm going to react off of anger with a knowledge of how to destroy you. Yeah. Like, I might try to headbutt your motherfucking ass, cuz, and take all the first goddamn fold out the front of your mouth. You feel me? Now, I get it. It's going to hurt my head, but I need you to die. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of violent or whatever. And people don't be being real and shit. But if you mush me, you ain't got no kids over here, son. Yeah. So I'm about to try to break everything in you. And that's just how I feel.
What did Eddie Murphy say in life? All your fronts.
That shit. And it is the mush. That's a good point. It's the mush because at least with a slap, they try to inflict pain. But if they mush you, it's more of a you ain't nothing to them. You feel me?
It's a slow thing at that.
Oh, man. So, yeah, let's not talk about shit like that. That shit done upset me, cuz, like, I don't know what people be thinking, but we gonna go UFC quickly.
Yeah.
Whether you know it or not.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, man.
Well, yeah. Turn the emotion up in this one. It's supposed to be a good night.
No, man, because people, like I said, people out here losing their minds. They looking you up and down and shit. Everybody think they got the right to be angry. Nobody really does, cuz. Nobody really does. You feel me? Least of all, taking it out on somebody else. You feel me? So Be a help to mankind. Don't be that dude that's around here fucking off and doing stupid shit. And if you are that dude, I hope somebody break their foot off in your ass. How about that shit?
Oh man. Damn. Well.
Yeah, man.
That didn't go the right way.
I mean, I'm just saying, cause like I'll be emotional about shit like that. So what else is good, man? What's good with you?
Man, shit. We breathing, and we on this platform, and we're gonna try to have a good time.
That's what we're gonna do, man.
I mean, you gotta enjoy yourself in life.
Yeah, I mean, it's mass off central out there.
It is.
People going back to the regular way of life, and I can appreciate that. I definitely want to take a trip. We was talking about making a trip maybe out to Vegas. I'll vote Puerto Rico. You know what I'm saying? I want to do some tropical shit. You know what I'm saying? But you got the time, you got the money. Where you going?
Like I said, I want to go back to Jamaica. I ain't gonna lie. Jamaica did something, but you know, our homeboy in DC, he got me really thinking about you know, Japan would be nice. Even Rue, my man Rue. Japan would probably be nice. Like you don't hear people talk about that, but they said something's always like Japan is like New York City, like it stay moving.
True that.
Like I won't know what they saying, which will probably frustrate me after a while, but they always got something going on over there.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I can point to everything I need. I need food, I need liquor, and I need a place to stay. So I'm down. Like I had the pleasure of being in Korea. Seoul is like it's kind of like that. It's not as big as Tokyo, but when Seoul light up at night, it looked like any other, you know what I'm saying, major city in the world. They got clubs everywhere. They got women everywhere. In every major city, you can get whatever drugs you need. You know what I'm saying? I don't really do drugs. I might smoke a little reefer or whatever, and we'll get into that battle a little bit later as to why that's not a drug. But I definitely want to do something tropical. Like Asia is cool, and hopefully I can get back out there and visit. But I want to do some blue water shit. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, Jamaica was nice. Like we had the swim up pool bar. You know, that's right up my alley drinking. So you try to tell me I can swim up to the bar? Well, let me tell you, so I went to Jamaica, right? You know, I'm pleasantly round around the waist. So
pleasantly round around.
Yeah, so I really don't be taking my shirts off like that, you know, down to the white beater, nothing like that. Sometimes I walk around with white beater, but
you gotta let this shit hang out, cuz you fat with the shirt on, you might as well be fat with it on.
Well, you're right about that, but I ain't like obsessively fat. Like I'm just fat. Like I ain't like that fat.
You look sloppy because your little nipples peeking through the shirt anyway. Take the shirt off.
No, my shit don't be my shit don't be peeking though. My shit might be looking, but it don't be peeking. Like it noticed. Put it like that. My shit be noticing. But so I'm walking around there, and, you know, I'm just looking at all these fat white old people, and I was like, man, these dudes ain't got no shirts on with these little ass shorts. Man, these people ain't gonna see me no more. So wow, I took my shirt off. Man, I felt like Gucci. My shirt off.
Hey, why not?
Yeah.
First off, don't nobody really give a fuck about you. This is one thing that I want to tell people for mental health purposes. Is a very simple thing. People just generally don't give that much a fuck about you. Yeah, so whatever hangups you got about yourself, they generally yours. And that's not a cure of anything. That's just more of a different perspective to look at it. You know what I'm saying? My brother's out of town. He in a different country. He gonna be there for a few days. What difference do it make if somebody think he fat? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It don't. So that's, again, understanding why you feel a certain way about yourself and not putting that on other people. Even if they look at you. You out there. That's why they looked at you.
Yeah, you're right. Big black man with no shirt on. Yeah. I'm Rose. I had my shit. I had my shades on, and I had this little combed out a little bit. Rose, I should have got me damn free valet and some shit.
Right. Well, like I said,
We
I
got
don't
the
really
same
care
height.
nothing about that shit, cuz I gotta let it hang out. I earned this whole belly right here, cuz.
Yeah.
I fed that shit, I curated it, I put everything that I wanted to in there for the most part. So it's mine. And if you don't like my belly, I know somebody's daughter who do.
Wow.
Yeah.
But I will tell you though, man, since it was all inclusive, so when I got to the room, they gave me a liter. It was in my room and they had like a little bar. I had a liter of, first when I walked in, we didn't even check in yet, and they gave me a glass of champagne. I'm like, my man. I'm like Denzel, my man.
Okay.
So when I opened up the door to the room, I had a bottle of vodka, a liter of gin, and 2 liters of rum. All for me? All for little old me?
I don't think they intended for you to try to drink all of that shit, though.
Well, I didn't. But what I did was I punished that bartender because I went downstairs and I went to the bar and I asked the dude, I was like, you could tell my first time. He was like, so what do you want? I was like, so what does everybody get? And he was like, the Bob Marley. It's like a slushie. So I said, well, shit, well, give me the Bob Marley. So I'm drinking my Bob Marley and I walk outside and I was like, boy. And like you said, water everywhere, coconut trees and the poolside and the swim up bar. Hold up, the Bob Marley swim up bar. Let me finish this and swim up to the bar. Man, I went to that bar and I was drinking and I was drinking and I was drinking. So it's time to go back to the room. And I was like, well, shit, ain't no sense in passing the bar without getting something.
Right.
Man, I drunk so much in them 3 days. My last day, I didn't drink shit. I was so ready to leave.
You had pickled your motherfucking insides by then.
Yeah, man. I was done, son.
Yeah.
But it was a great time. It was a great time, though. I admit,
that's what the word for the day is, or phrase, all inclusive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you spend that money so that you can go and have a good time and indulge in things that you want to indulge in. Like, I want to like the drinking shit, I'm going to do anyway, but I also want to do the fly shit. I want to do the jet skis. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I got to do, like, I'll do the glass boat tour. I don't know if I got to go snorkeling or none of that shit. I definitely ain't paragliding. You know what I'm saying? But definitely jet skis, donuts and all that shit, get drug out there. I'm definitely with that shit.
But one thing we did that was cool though, they got their own little, it's like a flea market, but it's their own personal shit. So we what up, Takora? I know you don't know me, but what up? So we went to they got their own like little flea market. So being in a resort, like, you really don't get the culture, but you get the culture. Like, you just get the culture from the people that work there, but you don't get the authentic culture. So we took a little bus ride to their little it's like to us it'd be like a flea market, and we got to speak to the people because they actually live there and they make all the trinkets and stuff. But the thing about it is, like, they make all the same shit. So when you go there, like, all of them got the same shit. But what they do is it's like a negotiation. So they got prices, but their thing is they like to negotiate regardless. So how you know my name? So so that
they
was
out
cool. Yeah, they out. I mean, talking about my government, but so what they do is, like, and the thing about it is, like, when you negotiate the price, if you ain't got no money, you ain't got to pay them right there. Like, you go back to the hotel room, like, the bus driver took us back to the hotel, so you pay the bus driver, and the bus driver goes back out to the community and pays them. So it's like money goes straight back to the community. So that was kind of cool.
I definitely gotta get to like the resort shit cool, and I'm gonna spend most of my time there, but I gotta go to the hood because I gotta go see what the people is doing. You feel me? Yeah. And I don't want no trouble, and I can recognize trouble. So I get the fuck on through. And if God see fit for me to leave in a dirty slum in Jamaica, there's also that. You know what I'm saying? I'm prepared for all of that. But I got to go to the hood because I don't care no matter where I go. I want to find the regular people because that's when you find out about the country. You know what I'm saying? And that's the lovely thing about, Jamaica, from the music to videos that you see. If you do travel there, it's like them people don't have a whole lot, but they don't lack for life. And Americans is spoiled motherfuckers. And when our phone don't work, we be tripping about some bullshit, man. And you know what I'm saying? You got countries out here that don't have nearly what you have. You probably make more money in a month than they might make in 6 months. You feel me? But they live a happier, easier life than you. You feel me? So it's all about perspective, and I gotta be for that. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be there for that.
Yeah. What up, Takor? I was just playing. I remember. I've been wanting to say that. I'll just mess with you, Takor. I got the rest of people in the comment section. I just want to let you know that.
I don't know if KFC is God there. I'm not going all the way to Jamaica to eat KFC. I don't want KFC here in the States.
Man, you know KFC. I don't mean to be all over the place, but please, y'all tell me, KFC mashed potato and gravy don't taste the same like it used to.
Nothing tastes the same. But Mom said it's the trans fat. Whenever they start moving the trans fat around, I don't know what that is. I don't know if that is like asexual, saturated oil or whatever.
Yeah, but it's transporting the fat. It's transporting the fat.
Whenever the trans fat left, most of the taste of everything left. You feel me?
You're right about that. So, hey, Kryptonite, you still in the chat room? I just want to know. So, being she said, hell no, I don't know. but
I'm telling you, cause like I'll go to KFC for everything except for the chicken. I'll go get a side of mashed potatoes and some green beans and shit, but I don't want that chicken, cuz. And I worked at KFC.
Yeah, I ain't never worked at KFC. I didn't, but was insane line around there. Driver took us there just to see what it was doing for.
Yeah, he's still talking about KFC and the grill.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Like that's fine. That's fine. Show me where the jerk at, cuz. Let me get some of that goat. Let me get some whitefish. Let me get some plantain. Let me get the shit that they there for. I can get KFC any damn well.
Exactly, like somebody say, like when you go out of town, that I know it's been a meme. When you go out of town, why you eat at restaurants, you eat where you at home.
That red snapper, that's some good fish right there. That's some good fish. I don't know, man. Like, if I don't get a chance, like I got some shit in my personal life that may not let me do no traveling right immediately, but I definitely want to do, like, you put up a pic of like a cabin overlooking the mountains and shit. If I don't get a chance to go to Puerto Rico or Vegas or whatever, I definitely want to, by the fall, take that mountain cabin trip, so I can have a bag of my vegetables and just have a good serene time. Cause yeah, turn the lights off sometimes.
I ain't gonna lie to you. We'll do a show from up there. Like if I go with you, we'll do a show from up there. But I ain't gonna lie, and I ain't scared to say it. I don't do hikes. So the whole trip through the mountains, it just is not for me. So what I'll do is I'll probably drink and drink and drink until we get to where we at. And because once we get through once we get to the Carolina, North Carolina, we start going up that mountain, I'm good. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't never had a nervous breakdown until I went to the mountains.
Yeah,
I got a 4 minute shot.
I be focused, cause like I know better than to look left or right when you driving up the mountains.
Well, I was looking left and
right. You know
right,
what I'm saying? You got to look straight ahead. You feel me? Because if you look left or right, when you see I be tripping when I see the runoff. You know, for the semis, the 18 wheelers.
Oh yeah.
In case they break, I'll be like, man, that got to be the scariest shit in America, cuz.
Bro, when they ain't got no guardrails, or they got the I don't know what it's called, but they got the little curtain for the rocks falling off the mountain.
Oh yeah,
man. Vinny don't go nowhere. Talking about he go up there in an 18-wheeler. Vinny.
What can Brown do for you? Brown might be sending his ass up the mountain.
You're right, but you done been around Vinny driving.
Well, I think we all graduate eventually. He graduated. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me tell you something about New Yorkers, cuz. Just because they got a license don't mean they can drive. You feel me? And the rules is different up there than it is down here. They would tear off a whole block of mailboxes, cuz, and drive home and put their car in the garage for 6 months. You know what I'm saying?
But that's crazy. You would think they're not driving. All the people that they're driving, and they get down here with open road and can't drive.
It's shit. It's motherfuckers down here, but they might be from up top. They might be from up top.
Then he said, I'm a driver now for the last 3 months. Vinny, how old are you? You were driving.
72. He turned 72 this year. He just learned to drive in the last 3 months.
Yeah. I don't even know why they gave you your own truck, Vinny.
Oh, man.
Now, we got some stories about Vinny, but we ain't going to put Vinny on blast.
We'll let Vinny come on here and tell his own damn story. Because they going to be like, y'all lying. Ain't nobody do all that fool shit. That shit real. I told you, I know some interesting people, and everybody I know got a story. Now, some of them don't want to tell their story, but we can get him to tell at least one or two of them motherfuckers. Yeah. Maybe. We might have to pixelate them and give them the first 48 voice. So I would tell you what happened was.
You'll still know it's Vinny.
Yeah, you probably would.
Vinny got that signature laugh, so you'll still know it's Vinny.
Oh man, look. Well, what else you got for the people, Kyle?
Well, ain't nothing really popping. We really just wanted to show our face, but and like I said, we were talking about it earlier, and it seems like everybody's been talking about old Kwame. So what about that? What about that? Has nobody talked about that we could talk about?
I don't know. It's still going on. It's still going on. He's still loking every day. He's still tripping. He's still calling people out their name. I was on his side for a little minute, and then I wasn't on his side no more. At a certain point, you got to get to the point. I was on Under the Tree yesterday, and we talked about it, and that's the opinion that I'm going to have. At a certain point, you got to get to the point. This ain't a shit-talking contest. You feel me?
He winning that.
I don't know if he is. Everybody else just ain't responding. And that's the thing. Like, that's why it's reaching an OD limit. Because you done fired off on everybody. People have given you an apology, whether you like the apology or accepted it, and they resolved their issue. You still on here going off because you starting to look like a bitch yourself.
I mean, I agree with that. I think the fact that he putting out videos every day is a problem. But for a man to take that for 20 years or however long they said it's been taken of criticism, so people snap. He just snapped in a different way.
You ain't snapping on the internet, cuz slap somebody. That's what I'm saying. With the type of energy you got that you jumping on video every day with, you got to put your hands on somebody.
Yeah. I mean,
you can't keep talking about what if and if I could and the next time I see you. You feel me? You know where these people at.
He definitely know it. He definitely know where one at.
You know what I'm saying?
He definitely know where one at. I mean, I kind of feel him, and I see what people change the narrative. At first, they was like, he's trash. My thing about if somebody say you trash, you're calling me trash for everything. And now over the last week or so, now they're saying specifically basketball. Like now you're trying to change it up. But if somebody say you a hoe, right? And you go slap the shit out of them, and then they come back like, nah, I was just saying you was a hoe because of this. Nah, you called me a hoe initially. That was my reaction. My reaction is because you called me a hoe. You see what I'm saying? Now they're trying to get specific in why they call him trash. and that's after he done flamed them. I mean, he wasn't a great player. I admit,
definitely wasn't a great player, cuz.
I totally admit that. And I think now the money's coming in now. Like different avenues is coming in. And that's why he on what he on now.
I don't know, cuz like he made over 70 million. He made at least 70 million, close to $70 million in his basketball career.
Yeah, like 63.
If I had 700,000 right now, cuz I ain't really got a lot of like I got shit to do with my life. If I got that kind of money, I'm not about to come on and beef about some shit that been going on for 20 years. They ain't just start calling them trash, cuz.
I think it was the person I think it was because the people that was calling him trash. And he didn't make the 63 million. You got to take half of taxes and agents. So he probably roughly made like 20 something mil, which 20 close to 30 mil, which is a lot of damn money.
I'm about to say, you got it? Because if you got it, I need it, brother.
No, no.
Shit.
I ain't got it. I wish I had
$30 million. I got more shit to do with my time than beef with anybody, cuz. You feel me?
I mean, you say that till you got the money, and then the money ain't nothing because you've been living with the money. And now you just want respect. And I think that's what it was. He didn't say that in 20 years. Now he just wants some type of respect. Like, if they never said his name, he would never respond.
Again, when you go back to the initial thing that set this off, it was the All the Smoke podcast with Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson. They had Jeannie Buss, who was the GM of the Lakers, on there. They was talking about a trade with two players, and I think Stephen A was like, well, you got one of them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And that is the one thing that was said that was kind of disrespectful.
Well, Stephen A has always been disrespectful. Stephen A has always
but that's exactly my point, cuz. Like, he ain't say what he said to Kwame Brown and then not somebody else. He would have had that same energy from somebody else. The real problem that I had with Kwame Brown was on the first video, that nigga said, hey, y'all hold on. Let me get my hookah together. You can't be tough and smoke hookah at the same time. You're not tough to me. You're not threatening to me. Now, you might be a real killer, but the hookah is taking some of the spice off. But that's just me.
I mean, I think a lot of people should have responded to Stephen A as Kwame Brown has responded to Stephen A over the years. I think Stephen A has deserved that over the years. Kwame was the first one to say it. Now, the basketball fraternity, as far as Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes, that's between them. That's a basketball fraternity. That's why at first he was on Gilbert, then he came back and he scratched that Gilbert shit out. He was like, Gilbert, my man. So I could take that. Now, Jamel Hill, I kind of understand that. He was like, this thing had nothing to do with you. You jumped in. Because I think she texted him or something like that, responding. I kind of understand that. Don't hit my phone up. You ain't never hit me up before. Why hit my phone up now? And tell me how to act.
Because you embarrassing yourself, cuz. Take that monkey shit off. You embarrassed.
No, this was early. Now, the Jamil Hill thing was early.
I get that. What I'm trying to say is he had people ear from the first video that he dropped. You know what I'm saying? When he was talking about, how the media portrays black people in the media, when he was talking about, it's more important shit to do than talk bad about black men, about the community centers. Why ain't that your focus? You got the people listening to you, but but it's 2 weeks later and you still calling people bitches and fake gangsters and shit.
But he's still telling people to use their money. He told Stephen Jackson the other day, give back. He's still telling people to give. My thing is he's still telling people to give back. I think
Stephen Jackson get involved with the George Floyd thing from the beginning.
He was.
You know what I'm saying? I see Charlemagne do no matter what you feel about Charlemagne is big with philanthropy. You feel me? Between South Carolina State and And Claflin, he done gave away $500,000 of scholarships. He do turkey giveaways. You know what I'm saying?
But Charlamagne made a career of talking about people too. Some people just don't. I mean, over time, some people don't want to hear that shit. Like, because you're not an expert. You are an expert because you're on the radio, but that don't mean you're an expert. Like, he puts his opinion out as far as written in stone. And I think that's why people be mad at Charlamagne. You got to think, Nelly had to check him. Master P had to check him. The baby shit was iffy. You know, everybody got their opinions about that if he checked them.
Everybody that checked him one time.
They did.
It didn't go on for 2 weeks.
But they didn't go personal. He didn't go personal with them. He went, once again, like we talked about, he kind of went personal.
I agree. The information that he put out about the family was...
Because you got to think, Kwame is still taking phone calls about that, probably to this day, of his people, from other people that didn't know the situation. You got to think, you got to wake up to somebody. So, what he said about your pops and brother, is that true? You know, he might be losing something on the other end.
Something like what though?
Who knows? That's his life. We don't know his life. If somebody calls, if you got to answer, if your dad's a killer or your brother's a killer, 4 days out of 7 day week, and you've been talking about that for the last 2 weeks. That shit's gonna piss you off every day, and you got to answer that. You got to answer that question to other people. That's family, friends, business associates. Like, that's out there. And that's what he said. He said, I got to explain this to my kids that didn't really know the whole situation. Or I got to explain this to my business partner who we're trying to get endorsements from to help these kids out. That's
all I'm saying. All I'm saying about the shit is focus your rant. You feel me? Focus what you ranting about. Like, it ain't nothing to say that he's not supposed to defend himself. But at a certain point in time, are you doing the best job of defending yourself?
I think he's been sticking to the script.
Yeah.
I think if you go to all his videos, all them shits are together. Like, there's a piece that goes back. It keeps referencing the last shit. That's all I'm saying. I don't even watch all of them. I ain't gonna lie. When the shit go live on YouTube, I don't even click on that bit. Now I might click on it later.
Tired. It's because you tired of hearing him just talk shit.
I said that though. I agree with that. I've been agree with that.
I'm
just talking about the reason behind it. Everybody responds different.
For Kwame Brown, you got the ear. You had the ear to the people. You still got the ear to the people. Focus your energy, cuz, like, how much longer are you going to beef with these people? When are you going to do some of the shit that you talking about doing? Show up at the Boys and Girls Club and get them some new shoes or a computer lab or bring back 4-H, all that shit that you talking about.
He said he does do it. Like, I don't know.
The conversation got to change from you a bitch for calling me a bitch and you a bitch because you a bitch, like, and all that other shit, man. Like, at a certain point, if you grown, if you intelligent, it's a way that you're supposed to present yourself. Period. Point blank. And if you gonna keep calling a motherfucker bitch, go out and slap their ass. I'm not a proponent or a supporter of violence. But if you gonna act violent, I'm gonna need to see some violence.
That ain't acting grown, man. That contradicts what you just said of being grown.
That's my point. That's the point of what I'm making. You feel me? At a certain point, you just hollering and screaming to the choir. When are you gonna do? Yeah, I don't talk that much.
I'm just saying.
I don't talk.
Everybody in the media do that. Like,
I don't talk that much about somebody I'm beefing with. If you got a problem with somebody, you gonna come on this podcast every day and tell them what you would do, or are you gonna eventually meet them in the streets and tell them what you gonna do?
Nah, because I ain't gonna care until I ain't gonna like that shit. Don't bother me. But that's like the Stephen A. Like, did you see the highlight? It's not a highlight clip. Yeah,
I don't know where Vinny was where Charles Oakley threatened to beat him up, but Oakley probably had a good reason to threaten your motherfucking ass.
If you look at Vinny profile pic, you already know Vinny probably drunk. But but you got they got this little thing of Stephen A. Smith going bad on Kwame Brown he'd bring the Kwame Brown name when there was no need to bring it up. Like that's the same shit and it's in a different aspect without the aggression. Like why you still bringing my name up?
Stephen A. just trying to save face.
But you're horrible.
He's definitely horrible.
But you gonna talk bad about me.
He's definitely horrible. I don't know, man. Like I said, I'm not for like the old people used to say selling wolf tickets. Yeah. I ain't in the business of selling no wolf tickets because you either about that life or you not about that life. But again, to just keep talking about it and not doing nothing, you're going to lose the ear to the people. What business person wants to go in the boardroom with you when that's when you talk, when your delivery is what it is? You feel me? Like, yeah, you got a great idea, but I can't have you smoking hookah and calling grown-ass men bitches and then cutting the ribbon with these 12-year-old kids.
Hey, well, that's all the rap industry. Not all the rap industry.
I'm just saying, bro, like, you got to call a spade sometime.
But he also said that about Steven Jackson, because Steven Jackson said he affiliated. Yeah.
I was about to say, where the hell Vinny was at getting threatened by Charles Oakley?
I'm about to say, let's take a shot to Vinny getting beat up or threatened by Charles Oakley.
We'll just take a shot, man. I don't want nobody to get beat up unless you keep running your mouth asking for a fucking fight.
Yeah, because then I'll mush it.
I ain't going to mush nobody. I'm going to crash your skull in. Shots up for the people, man. Look, we about to get up out of here. I appreciate the people for pulling up that did. Always, we appreciate you in the comments. We're going to put something together either tomorrow or Saturday, and we'll see you then, man. Carolina, what you got for the people?
Respect go a long way. One more thing. Vinny asked us to take a shot for his cousin, SIP.
Oh, man. Well, shit. I'm going to have to sip on this one. I ain't got no refiller. I have a fresh bottle tomorrow.
Yeah. So we're going to go out on last call and a SIP for Vinny's cuz.
Because, look, we appreciate y'all pulling up, man. This ain't a show without y'all. We just the host, but we want y'all to participate every time. And, again, thank y'all for coming out. SIP for the people, man.